accurately. Our smartphones are tracking our every move.
Many of us don't realize that's happening and how advertisers are getting their hands on that information. Steve Knoll is a business and social media professor at Madison College, and he joins us now to explain more about what's all happening here. And it seems like this technology every day is changing more and more.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's constantly changing. I mean, this is such a new frontier of technology, and we're still evolving with issues of privacy and trust and how they work and how to make money off all these free apps that you download on your phone.
So let's talk a little bit about this location tracking situation, because I think a lot of us just are under the assumption, we function under the assumption we're not private anymore, right?
Yes.
Our information's out there. But when you hear that somebody can track your every move, whether you know your locator information's on or not, how is this happening, and what's done with this information?
Well, first of all, you have to understand how it works.
Yeah.
So you download a free app on your phone, and you know the saying is nothing in life is free. So if something's free right away, that should trigger something. So say for example, it is a weather app. So you're going to go golfing. You want to know if what time it's going to start raining at 3:24 in the afternoon. Okay. So when you download it, the app itself is constantly what's called pinging, sending out like a location beacon that's bouncing back to find where you are. That information is being collected and then sold to companies. So the idea is that it's not necessarily saying, oh, this is where Danica is. It's, you know, user 826B234. You know, it's anonymous. But these big data sources, people who have access to it can go in and say, let's follow this one dot around and eventually say, oh, they work here, they live here, you can go online, you can get their address. You can eventually figure out that anonymous data source and who it is and who they are. So we're still evolving this whole idea of privacy and what is ethical and how to monetize it. You know, the scary part is, if it's just anonymous data, there's a lot of really good stuff on that. But who actually is seeing this data, and can they actually look at the individual point and then correlate that to an individual?
So obviously a lot of parents get concerned because more and more kids have their smartphones at a younger age. What can parents do to protect their kids?
Well, two things. Number one is phones do have location services that are turned on and off. You know, the bad part of just turning it all off is then you lose all the GPS functionality that we like traffic and weather and you know, emergencies and all that stuff. You can go in and individually adjust that with an app. You can say, turn the GPS off on this app, this app, this app. But a lot of it is just how the app is built. You know, when you first download an app, you might get a message that says, you know, use location only while using the app or always on. You know, always say only when the app is being used. That's kind of like a step one to help limit it. You know, and for a lot of things, not just the privacy things, but draining your battery. Some of these apps are reporting the location 20 to 30 times a minute. Wow. So if you think about, the average person has about 20 apps running on their phone, all sending out this information. So you think of all the data that just from walking around, how much you're sending out in terms of, I mean, from a business perspective, it's opened up a whole industry that never even existed 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Right. God, that is fascinating stuff. Thank you. Steve Knoll over at Madison College. We appreciate your time this morning.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we'll get you some coffee now. All right. There are many, many reasons that I am not in the medical field. I don't know about you, Josh. But number one, I'm horrible with needles. Just horrible. Number two,